I want to title this particular video right here, "What Time Is It?" Because timing is very important in life, especially if you have the eyes to be able to see. Now, in order for us to be able to look forward, we must be able to look in the past. Because looking in the past is a clear direction for looking forward. You see, there's one thing that's happening right before our very eyes. Every single one of us is we're having a paradigm shift. The American empire is on decline. The American empire and its run for world rulership and dictatorship, it is over. And from my calculations, my own personal calculation, and you have to understand, I am a what you call self-proclaimed historian. Do I know everything that there is to know about history? No, I do not. I know what it is important to me, the people who listen to me, and the direction that we are going forward as we begin to move forward. And I'm sitting there watching people again and again and again continually repeat the same mistakes of the past over and over and over and over again, simply because they refuse to know history. You know, the American empire is on decline. Everything is changing. Everything is shifting. And of course, when the economic sector of the empire is almost at its wit's end and it's crumbled. It's already been done crumbled and failed a long time ago. We can't create anything of value anymore whatsoever at all. I think what's disturbing, though, is that people who refuse to see exactly what's taking place right before our very eyes, and when you refuse to see it, you can't make the necessary changes, you can't make the necessary adjustments that need to be made in order to preserve yourself, to preserve your family, to preserve those who you love. Because if you continue to keep functioning up the same old thought, you're going to find yourself hurting. And I mean hurting really, really bad. People are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because they reject it. And how we do that is that somebody like me or the truthers will get on here and we'll begin to inform you and tell you what's taking place and what's happening. You know, it's like years and years and years ago, I told a couple of pastors, this is what's getting ready to take place. This is what's happening. And this is what you need to do in order to preserve the assembly, the church, your family, your dinner table, blase, blase, blase. Well, after, a little bit of time, these people, they were doing pretty good. But they found out that I wasn't playing games, that I put my head down and I keep continually driving on. And I keep going forward, keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. They have changed their minds. Most people come alongside, oh yeah, Pastor Dow, we got you, we understand, man, we need to do this, everything. And then it only takes one offense or one thing that somebody says wrong out of place and then they're dust. What I found out is that if you faint in the day of adversity, then your strength is very small. And I found a lot of people over the last few decades who have a lot of this, but they have very little of this. And I've watched, and these people have watched quietly sitting back as the advice I gave them continually keep coming to pass. It continually keep happening right before their very eyes. But they still are paralyzed, in a state of paralyzed, where they can't do anything. Even though they see it, they know it's coming, and they're hoping that things will get better, and it's not. You know what gets better? What gets better is when you become proactive. What gets better is when you understand what's going on, when you understand that this shift that is taking place, that the rule of the Western empires, all the empires across this world, they're crumbling, they're falling, and there's a new world or new order coming in, whether people like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And you need to be able to position yourself. You need to be able to adjust yourself. You need to be able to make the proper moves in order to preserve you in the time is coming. In order to do that, you can't listen to fools. You have to listen to people that are wise in order to be wise. And if you got people still stuck in believing that you can actually gain wealth with debt and you believe that you can keep on borrowing and keep on borrowing and keep on borrowing, keep on borrowing, and never, and keep kicking the proverbial can down the road, that you never have to pay off this debt, or you could keep on extending credit, which is nothing more but debt, you're going to stay in the same old rut. There will never be any hope. That's one thing about debt, man. Debt is like a deep, dark, black spirit. When you live like me, and you use credit for a tool to pay it off real quick, you know, I just can't go out and afford to purchase something like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. So I have to use a credit card, and then I spend the next 3-4 months vehemently, bam, 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 hitting it hard to pay it, to get it out of the way. I did get what I needed. I sure did. But I didn't let it linger on and keep on lingering and keep on lingering and keep on lingering and keep on lingering and stuff. It's a dark cloud. The bottom line is the borrower is a servant to the lender. And we owe in excess of $104 trillion to the unconstitutional international central banks in this country. And now our land is in hock to the Federal Reserve, the private Federal Reserve Bank. And these offshore so-called elitists that run the world are buying up the United States of America along with China. And the people, you know what they're doing? Still going to and fro, acting like ain't nothing going on. People call themselves preaching. What good is it to sit out there and preach and you can't warn for the upcoming impending judgment and then make it moves? People pay more attention to what you do than what you say. Now that I do know. I'll listen to a person all day long, but then after I get finished listening to them, I want to check to see what they are doing. I want to know if they actually believe what they say, because I found out over the years that the majority, 99% of the people I ever listen to are nothing but stage playing hypocrites. They say a lot of words, but they don't really believe what they say. You know why? Because they don't live it and they don't do it. That's not wise for you to listen to people like that. Not wise at all. You deserve the truth, and that's the truth straight away. Change your mind. Become a historian. Know the facts that are pertinent to you, and change.